Hi everyone. Good evening. It's Miss Netta and welcome to the very first episode of Can I Help? Today we're going to have a good, really good topic. The topic is going to be on, be intentional with your healing. Simple as that. Be intentional with your healing. A lot of times when it comes to healing, we don't often, for real, allow ourselves a chance to heal, especially if we're parents or if we're everyday working people, work long hours, just have a lot to do in general. We don't, for real, take time out to give ourselves a chance to heal. And when you're younger and you try to heal, you don't really necessarily know how. You do the best that you can. But you just kind of do what you got to do just to feel better right then. But you never really want to touch that pain because it hurts. We're dealing with feelings. We're dealing with emotions. We're dealing with just your everyday, for real, need to heal from something. It may be a bad relationship. It may be something that happened to you in your past, something that happened to you in your lifetime. It's something that you need to heal from, but you're not healing from it. You're not for real taking time out to intentionally heal from that because it hurts too bad. And that's what I want to touch tonight. I want to touch, let's just be intentional about our healing. That way that we can be better people. That way we can make better decisions. That way we for real can press forward. That's the biggest thing. So I'm gonna let my hair down tonight with this because I want you guys to really feel me with this. I'm not gonna necessarily bring it to you from a holy standpoint, you get me? Or just for real telling it like it is. I'm going to give it to you from every aspect. Oftentimes we try to watch what we say, but remember I said in this room, we're going to let our hair down. We're for real going to get naked. We're going to for real let it out. No holds barred. For real. Let it out. Because holding it in and trying to be cute with it, that ain't going to get it out. So I'm going to make sure that we can for real talk about this thing and for real get this out for real. First, I'll share with you and what it took for me to heal. It took a lot. Oh my God. It took a lot. From one episode to the next, from one situation to the next. It took a lot to heal. And I had to, for real, intentionally heal myself. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it all came back around to I had to trust God. I had to put it in His hand. Sometimes lay out before Him. Oh my God, just lay out. Just lay out. Get ugly. I had to heal because just constantly sweeping it under the rug, that wasn't doing it for me, And just to give some examples, of different situations in my time, in my life, when I had to heal, my first having to heal began when I was a very little bitty girl, and further on in life too, still as a little bitty girl, I had to heal. And like I'm sure a whole lot of other people have truly had to find some type of avenue, some type of something, it didn't matter. You just wanted to feel better. You just wanted to heal. You just wanted to, for real, make that pain go away. But it was hard. Nothing about it was easy, at all. It wasn't easy. For me, like I said, it started when I was a little girl. Started at age 4. And continued. And I, for real, had to figure out how to heal from that because it was ruining my life. It was ruining my communication. It was ruining my attitude. It was ruining my whole being. But no matter what it was that happened, it was always designed to make me better. Was it bad? Hell yeah. Bad as hell. Was it terrible? Hell yeah. Terrible. Did it break my heart, hurt my feelings, kill my pride, take my dignity, take my innocence? Hell yeah, it did. And I still had to find a way to find me. It wasn't easy. I've been ugly, I've been beautiful, I've made good choices, I've made bad choices, I've made good decisions, I've made bad decisions. I've did a lot, and it took a lot. Hell, I'm 40 years old, so that tell you that it took a lot for me to heal. I didn't get I didn't grow up around steady family, if you will. And my mama, she was always, like I said, I told y'all in the first video, she moved. And when she moved, I always had to start all over again. And when I started all over again and got around people, I was so scarred and so wounded and so hurt and so broke down and so resentful and so mad. So mad. Because I didn't understand. I couldn't understand. I didn't want to allow myself to understand because just the mere thought of any of the things that had happened, it hurt too bad. But it was ruining my life. It was ruining the decisions that I would make. It was ruining my success. It was ruining that because it for a very long time took my self-worth. No matter how beautiful people saw me, no matter what people thought that they thought of me, I thought nothing of myself. I didn't think I was worth anything. I began to have children at an early age. And funny, when I had my first child, I wasn't having my first child because I necessarily wanted to keep the dude. I was having my first child because I wanted to feel love. I wanted something that wasn't gonna leave. I wanted to know that no matter what, we had each other. But here's the thing. Because I had not healed from the beginning of the things that had happened to me, I loved my child. I connected with my son, but I had no fight in me for anything else. All I knew is that I just wanted to love him. And when that was basically taken from me, and what I mean when I say taken from me was when I was overpowered by others. I'll say that. Others. Out of respect, I wasn't going to fight. Because the one thing that had always been instilled in me as a child growing up was you respect your elders. You don't talk back. You don't be disrespectful. That's the era that I grew up in. So no matter how I felt, and no matter the fact that that was my child, I had to dance to others' music. I was only 17. So yet I wasn't grown, so I couldn't begin to act grown even though I had a child. So these different things made me it forced me to have to heal because it was pain. It was pain no matter how I looked at it. It was pain. And like I said, I began to have children. my first child at 17 at an early age. And I hadn't graduated. In fact, I dropped out of school. And when I dropped out of school, it was like nothing else mattered for a minute, Nothing else mattered. And what I had to do was I had to find it within myself. And I also had some encouragement. Didn't really get a lot of encouragement growing up. I had, like that song says, sometimes you have to encourage yourself. I had to do that a whole lot. I had to encourage myself. And that was hard. But I later went back and I got my diploma. I did. And then I attempted to go to college. And one of the biggest problems that I had was math. So I said bump college, hey, I'll figure it out some other type of way, because that A and B student that I was when I was in school, now going back to school, for some reason, it was gone. Yes, I had a doctor tell me it was because of trauma. I had dealt with so much trauma. But the good thing about all that trauma is, I never, ever, 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 never, ever lost my mind. I lost my way for a long time, but I never lost my mind. It took a lot of prayer. It took a lot of prayer. It took a lot of trust in God when I didn't know how to trust myself. It took a lot, and that's when I had to learn how to intentionally heal myself. I had to intentionally heal. It's just like a scab. And for me, throughout life, at first, it was like it just kept, every time that scab began to heal, there was something that came along and pulled that scab right back off. As an adult, even as an adult, there was so much pain, because I pretty much, I watched my mama go to work, and before she was saved, she was worldly. So, and I understand now. I understand why. I didn't understand then, but I understand now. She was pretty much trying to get the life that she didn't get, raising her children, because she had children at an early age afterwards. And then it went from that to going to church. My mom introduced me to God, and that was a beautiful thing. Clearly there was some of him always in me. He's always carried me. He's always kept me. He had to. I didn't lose my mind, did I? I didn't go crazy, did I? I didn't, for real. Oh my God, it's so many things that I could have been had he not kept me. But he kept me. I wasn't out here doing a lot of things that I could have done, but I experienced a lot of things. And when I learned to intentionally heal, that was the best thing that I could have ever done for myself. I often found happiness in helping others. And if you was happy, I was happy. If you was sad, so was I. If you wanted to fight him or her, I did too. That's just how I roll. Hey, that's how you want to get down. That's how we finna get down. But hey, until I learned to, for real, get to know me, before I learned to heal properly, before I learned to let it go and give it to God. He has truly, truly been right there in the center, in the forefront, and had my back, you name it. He been right there the whole time. what I did was I took a little time and I found some scriptures on healing that I want to share with you guys. And it kind of lets you know that no matter what you go through, no matter how hard that burden is, no matter how hard that problem is, that situation, that pain, that heartbreak, that whatever it is, God can take that pain away, whether you're healing from the loss of a loved one, no matter what it is. But you have to take time out to feel that pain, to heal, to go through that moment, to feel that thing so that you can heal from it. You have to. I know it hurts. Hell, I know all too damn well. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. But you've got to in order to heal. Otherwise, it will take over your life like it took over most of mine. It will consume you. You can't sweep it under the rug. You can't play around with it. You can't wish it away. You can't cry it away. You can't do anything but give it to God. Put it in his hands. Let him hold it. Like I said, I jotted down quite a few scriptures that I'm going to share with you because, like I said, I'm going to come from the biblical aspect of it, and I'm going to come from the everyday, we got to heal from this thing side of it. So I want to share a little bit with you from the Bible. I'll give you the scriptures and where you can find it at, because it's going to bless your soul. No matter what you go through, give it to God. Leave it right there on his doorstep, at his footstep, however you want to look at it. In your, what you call them things? I'm sorry, y'all. The Buddhas, whatever it is that you leave it right there. Right there. Right there. And I promise you, he will take care of it. So, my Bible scriptures that I have for you guys tonight, like I said, it's going to let you see that. Give it to him no matter what it is. The first one that I have is Psalms 34 and 18. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. So if your heart is broke, if you can't figure out what to do, if it just seems like it's so unbearable, give it to him. Give it to him. He gonna handle it for you every single time. 1 Corinthians 13 and 7. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Every time. If you give it to him and allow him to heal you, he got it. He got it. We can't do nothing with it, but he got it. 1 Peter 5 and 7. Cast all, not some, not just a portion, not most of it, but all. Cast all your cares, anxiety on him, because he cares for you. You get that? Cast all your cares and anxieties on him. We get that anxiety when we get all anxious and upset and razzle-dazzle. Razzle-dazzle. We get all anxious. We get to having them panic attacks and them anxiety attacks. Yeah, when we don't give it to him, because we ain't trusting him to handle it. We're not trusting him at all. Been there, done that. And every time I didn't trust him, oh my God, I suffered through that thing. It hurt so bad. It was so much pain. Nothing was right. I couldn't fix it. At all. At all. Proverbs 4 and 23. Above all things, guard your heart. Guard it. Guard it. Guard it. Above all things, guard your heart, for everything you do, it flows from it. So if you don't protect your heart, if you don't allow your heart to heal, how can you make good decisions? How can you make conscious decisions? How can you make decisions that are going to help you prosper, help you move forward, help you for real just be okay in your everyday thinking and living? It affects your health. If your heart ain't right, your health is affected. Did you know that? And we all want to be around here for a long time, you know? So because you didn't give it to God and you taking on too much, you're making that hard work a little bit too hard. You understand me? You understand me? You're making that hard work too hard. Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, that means every last situation that you are faced with, that you have to think on, that you have to figure it out. Every one of them. How about it? Every one of them. Every last one of them. Every situation. By prayer and petition with thanksgiving. I'm going to say that again. Do not be anxious. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving. Present your request to God. If you present it to him, he gonna handle it. He already know you got it. He just wants you. He wants you to do it. Wants you to go ahead and give it to him so he can go ahead and take care of it for you. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. You see how he keeps telling you no matter what you go through, give it back to him? That's what I had to do. That's what healed me. It wasn't a man. It wasn't a woman. It wasn't mama. It wasn't daddy. It wasn't sister, brother, auntie, uncle, cousin. It wasn't none of them. Not a damn one of them. It wasn't. It was God every single time. Sometimes I even thought I would. It was him. He took care of it every time for me. For me. And I know he can do the same thing for you. I wouldn't be even giving you my time like this to help you understand if he wasn't doing it for me. I'm a living, breathing, walking, talking, dancing, and singing testimony. You understand me? So I can tell you that. And then lastly, Matthew 11:28-30. Come to me. He said, come to him. Come to me. That's what he said. Not to me, y'all. Don't come to me. Not me. To him. He says, come to me, all you who are heavy and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So see, he can handle everything that we stay trying to handle anyway, because we're not healing. We're not allowing ourselves to heal through the things that we go through. We just want to do it our way. Give it to him and he gonna handle it. If you want to bring it to earthly, there are different things that he puts in place for us to be able to go to or to do to keep us from doing it our way. Because at the end of the day, we always have to do it his way. If we don't do it his way, it ain't going to be right. So we have to do it God's way. I had to learn to do it God's way because every single time I decided to do it the way Netta wanted to do it, I messed up every time. Every single time. Not this time or that time, but every single time. So I encourage you. I beg of you, please just give it to God, and I promise you He gonna handle it for you. Give it to Him. Run it up with Him. I promise you He gonna do it for you. I promise. I'm just a little ghetto girl, who had to try them for myself so I can tell you about them. So, hey, try them. And I'm not always perfect. I stay having to repent for something. But He hears me every single time. And He takes care of me. We ain't no good down here on this earth. But hey, this is what we got right now. So this is what we have to use. And this is what we got to do. But at the end of the day, you got to keep on giving it to Him. That's the bottom line in it. You understand me? If you're trying to heal from a relationship, if you're trying to heal from a bad friendship, if you're trying to heal from a bad situation, and you need to, for real, get this thing off of you, it's a few things that you can do that will seriously help you. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me. I'm always here to help. Always here to help. Always here to be a listening ear, to give you some type of encouragement, to help you be a better you. Heal. I had to take time out and truly intentionally heal. One of the things that you can do in order to allow yourself to heal is know the difference. You understand me? Between grief and depression. If you know the difference between grief and depression, I promise you, it will bless your soul. Because I know what depression is, oh, too well. Indeed, I do. I've suffered with depression for so long. You understand? Yeah, tonight, this is why, you guys. This is why. It's a great Sunday night, and I needed to have me a nice little drink, just to relax myself to go to bed. I'll say my grace and I'll close my eyes once I'm done with this video, because I do have work tomorrow. So, but yes, like I said, there are a few things that you can do, to help yourself get through your healing, so that you can make sure that you are intentionally healing. You understand what I'm saying? Not just sweeping it under the rug or putting that pain to the side and saying, I'll deal with it later. This is something you want to do so that you don't have to come back to that, or so that you can free yourself. Because as long as something still affects you, it has control over you. You don't want nothing be out here having control over you like that, other than yourself and God, right? Always goes back to Him, don't it? If it's a relationship and you truly wanting to heal from it, allow yourself to feel some type of kindness for your ex. Because if you allow yourself to do that, then what that means is that person no longer has a strong hold over you. That person no longer controls how you feel at any given time, on any given day, at any given moment. So have some act of kindness, be able to say their name, or be able to have a good conversation, even if it's only 2 seconds, 2 minutes, 1 second, 1 minute, however you want to put it. I'm just saying. Allow yourself to feel some type of kindness. That's it. Just allow yourself to do that. As long as you allow yourself to feel some type of kindness, then you're freeing yourself from all of whatever it is y'all had to go through. Because it may not have even been a lot of pain. You just didn't work well together, So allow yourself to heal from that. Intentionally heal from that. Don't just sweep it under the rug. That's why when you see him again out somewhere, oh, you're breaking down. It's driving you crazy. Oh my God. You just can't heal from it. Because you're not allowing yourself to. You haven't given it to God. And you're not intentionally healing from it. You're not allowing yourself to, because somewhere in there you still want to feel that pain, because you're still holding out that just Just that little bit of hope. Just a little that, something gonna change, something gonna get better, something gonna be different, something. Something. And at the end of the day, it all comes back around to give love. No matter what. Just give love. Allow yourself to give love. Certain things, you're going to receive it. But, it's all about what you give, not what you receive. Because that's what God looks at. Give. Give love. Embrace. You understand what I'm saying? Embrace no matter what, because again, you freeing yourself. You freeing yourself from that whole situation. Like, it is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Deal appropriately. That's a big one. Deal appropriately with negative thoughts, negative comments, negative feelings. You got to deal with it appropriately. Because if you don't, it's going to keep on consuming you. Going to keep right on. And you're going to keep on bumping your head over the same thing you need to be healing from. So if you truly want to heal, then go ahead and just, I'm going to holler at you. I'm good. Replace it with positive thoughts. Replace it with positive things. Do something you ain't never did before. Just do something you've never, ever done before. Do that. And see, don't it help you feel a little better? See, doesn't, and just intentionally just keep on doing something different that allows you not so much time to sit up and think about that hurt, that pain, that loss, that moment. You've got to keep going because life doesn't stop. It doesn't sit still. I know. It didn't be still for me. It just kept moving around me and I was still sitting stagnant trying to figure out what can I do? What can I say? Where can I go? So you have to get rid of the negative thoughts. I know all too well about negative thoughts simply because, with negative thoughts, I've done a lot of crazy stuff, told y'all. And for those that know me, know. I done did some crazy thoughts. Crazy things. I done said some off the wall, off the chain stuff that I didn't mean, but it was because I hadn't healed. I just hadn't healed. So, having all them negative thoughts. But I had to turn it into a positive way. You understand? Then, one of the biggest things that we hate is to be rejected. You hate to be told no. You hate to be rejected. You hate to be made feel like, ugh. But, you got to let go of that rejection. So what? Get. I just ain't gonna say the word, but, and give it to God. You got to fall on them knees, burn them up, and ask God to take that away from you. Avoid ruminating. What does ruminating mean? That means avoid thinking about those different times and moments and how that made you feel. Oh my God. What that was about. Man. I miss that girl. I miss that boy. We had so much fun doing it. You gotta let that go. Throw it on out the window. Because you're trying to heal. You can't heal, and you just can't heal constantly letting that cloud your brain. Letting that be a factor. Letting that be your moment. It will take you under, have you depressed, sick, losing weight. Some people binge eat. It had you just, ugh. Woe is me. I know. Been there on so many levels. But I had to learn to love me. I had to learn to put me first. I had to learn that beyond being a mother, a wife, being a friend, being a sister, being a daughter, being an auntie, beyond all of that, I had to learn. So I can tell you, I had to avoid thinking about all those things that always hurt me or that always made me feel this or feel that, or especially, like I said, the good stuff. And when you're dealing with a breakup, you're trying to heal. You can't be thinking about this stuff. It was good while it lasted. Take that attitude and keep pushing. It was good while it lasted. And you'll be okay. But you don't want to keep yourself so scarred that you're no good for the next one. Or that love doesn't find you. Because you're too busy living in the past. You're too busy loving in the past. You're too busy wishing that the past was still the present. You got to. So, you got to let go of guilt. The guilt from whatever it was. Whatever situation, whatever relationship, whatever job, whatever path you took, no matter what it is, you got to let go of the guilt of that thing. If you don't let go of it, it's going to eat you up. It's going to eat you up. It's just... Finally, the best thing for you to do, to go ahead and allow yourself to intentionally heal. One of the best things that you can do for yourself is turn the failure of the situation into a positive thing, into something of joy, something that brings you peace. Turn it into that and allow yourself to be okay. You understand? So as I get ready to close, I just want you to take a moment and ask yourself, are you allowing yourself to intentionally heal so you're not sick in your body, so you're not sick in your mind, so you don't have cloudy thoughts? Are you really allowing yourself to intentionally heal? I had to, from so many different things, from a child all the way up to an adult. I had to learn to love myself and allow myself to intentionally heal. And I encourage you to do the very same thing. If you're afraid, pray about it. If you don't know what to do, pray about it. Put it in His hands and allow Him to work it out for you. Intentional healing is what you need. It is what is going to help you grow. Because at the end of the day, the definition of intentional healing is truly the conscious, sustained effort to understand the healing process. Healing itself is natural. It's natural to heal. But when you intentionally heal, you have to intentionally put an effort, a thought into your healing. Can you do that? Can you do that so that you can heal and never have to come back to that pain? Can you do that? Like I say, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Nothing. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Always know that the past of my life is gone. It's gone. The past of your life, it's gone. So all you can do is press forward, trust God, know that He is that He say that He is, and He will definitely take all your pain and turn it into a praise. I know He did it for me. He can do the same thing for you. Don't believe me? Just try it. Like I told you guys, I'm telling you guys, like, share. Let me know what you think. Let me know how it is for you. Let me know if it's helping you, if it's inspiring you, if it motivates you. Let me know. Let me know, because I ain't going to stop. I'm going to reach you one way or another. That is my job. That is my duty, and I'm here for you. Let me know how I can help. Please. That's what I'm here for. That's the love I'm here to give to you. Just let me know how I can help. That's all I ask. I'm going to let the rest of my life be the best of my life. Just remember the past of my life. I'm going to always share it with you. Be blessed.